Here we are again with everybody's favorite video game. We're gonna stick with this till we beat it. At least it's something to do. At least it's better than watching Cats Don't Dance. Ever see that one? I don't know what made me think of that movie of all things. Was there ever like a formal DVD release of Cats Don't Dance? That seems like the type of thing that really wouldn't be popular enough to escape from VHS. But what do I know? The many non-Disney animated movies of the 90s. There's Cats Don't Dance and We're Back, a dinosaur story. Ooh, Knuckles is getting closer to the shiny rock. All thanks to that special flying dolphin. Tails is gonna protect himself from the evils of the... Oh wait, no, he's gonna use it on Knuckles. So the idea here is you can reduce each character's size on the spinner, so then of course they're less likely to get hit by stuff. But when the spinner lands on you, it can be good or bad, so in the grand scheme of things, I don't really see how it matters. As Carl from Aqua Teen once said, it don't matter. None of this matters. Okay, this one's not too bad. I think we can handle it. Thankfully, we've got the AI to assist us. You just gotta pull on a few levers here and there, and you gotta do it faster than the other team. I was looking at those instructions real thoroughly to make sure I didn't miss anything and end up totally eating shit in the first second of the minigame, like in the one with the ice. Okay, so you wait for the exclamation point, and then you pull the button. Easy peasy. What could possibly go wrong? Sometimes the timing's a little weird though. See, I was just a couple frames behind, and yeah, the game punishes you for doing that. So anyway, what else is going on out there in the world? Oh, they're catching up to us. But yeah, what else is going on? You see all that GameStop stock business? That's pretty crazy, huh? I don't know nothing about no stock market, but I can see the bar graph is going up, and that's all I need to know. A bunch of enlightened Redditors are trying to change the fortunes of all those hedge fund managers. I don't know how that story's gonna end. Win! There we go. Well, hold on a second. It kind of looked like the results of those boxes was predetermined. I think they would have gotten the nasty Eggman face even if they had gotten there before we did. That's illogical. As Spock says, I find this most illogical. And here comes Eggman to crash the party yet again. Okay, so he's gonna put a monster on the... Yep, there he is. He looks about as entertained as I do. You saw his half-open eyes and his expression that just says, "Oh, kill me." Oh. So Knuckles used the stop space. I do not fully know what that does, because no one, I don't think anyone ever actually landed. Oh wait, now that I think about it. Yeah, the idea is if you roll like a 6, let's say, and there's a stop space midway in between, you would have to stop there. I think that's what it does. Something like that, man. He gets a Wastone. Waluigi is not in Smash Bros. There goes all of Sonic's rings. Holy crap, he took almost every single one of them. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. Remember that Sonic game on the N-Gage? No. Yeah, I don't blame you. No one had an N-Gage. Not even me. But I saw an ad in a Game Informer in 2003 for the Nokia N-Gage, and it was kind of weird. It was kind of hard to tell what they were advertising, quite honestly, because they had like an image of like a wet, slippery road on a rainy day, and the caption said, "This is where I spun out of control." And then in the bottom of the screen, they just had a couple pictures of Nokia N-Gage games, one of them being Sonic. So I thought there was a correlation between that image and Sonic, and I thought that perhaps Sonic was running too fast and he slipped on the wet road, or something like that happened. I genuinely did not know what that ad in Game Informer was trying to advertise in 2003. Aren't you glad you watched this show? This is super engaging. Okay, how am I gonna get screwed over in this one? I'm sure they'll find a way. Like they say in the Drake and Josh theme song, I found a way, I found a way. Oh, there we go, okay. That was not too bad. Not bad at all. Not bad for a salt truck driver from Minnesota. Not bad. That's a reference that's gonna be lost on just about anybody who watches this show. I don't even know if I said it right. Ah, well. Okay, let's take more rings from Sonic. He deserves it. Yeah, here, for your entertainment, I'm gonna do an impression of Don Knotts doing a Let's Play of Sonic Shuffle. Okay, here we go. Oh, jeez, Knuckles landed on the... Well, I don't know what that was. Okay, that's enough of that. If I continue to make that voice for too long, somebody's gonna barge in here and start yelling at me. Gonna think I'm crying or something. What the hell's going on in here? Okay, we can make no progress. So we can go back and hope this dolphin takes us someplace good. That actually saves us some effort in the long run. It brings us closer to the shore. Like in the Poseidon Adventures, we're getting closer to the shore. Yeah, that's a reference people want to hear on this Let's Play. Okay, the balloon lady is clearly just like the Lumina Fairy from the game. They just repurposed their drawing of one character. Seems a bit lazy. So what would have happened in this scenario if someone other than Tails had tried to get to the balloon? Because none of the other characters can fly, at least not without major reconstructive surgery, so how would they have gotten the runaway balloon? Think they would have just stood there and, yeah, too bad. Too bad, so sad. Alright, what do we got next? Okay, this one's gonna be really embarrassing. It's one of those things where at the time, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and then in hindsight, when you look at it from an outside perspective, you think, that's what I was supposed to do. So I am just gonna look totally stupid in this minigame. So you just gotta walk to the green arrow without falling down those pits. I guess the button makes light. I went the wrong way. The path is so goddamn obvious in hindsight. How did I not see it? Okay, and Tails took our arrow, by the way. So we're fucked. And we got... I don't know what that picture above Amy's head was. I have no idea how to proceed. This is pitiful. You guys must just think I'm some kind of doofus. And take pity on me, and I'm sure you already had a paragraph about how disappointed you are in me already typed up long before this episode even started. Okay, so... on that loading screen, the stone was called Medium, and its function was to teleport all the other characters to your spot. I do not see the correlation between that name and that function. It makes no sense. Okay, another one of these. That gosh darn palm tree just won't leave us alone. Leave Brittany alone, you bastards. Remember that in 2007? Was the Leave Brittany Alone individual? What gender were they supposed to be? I was never quite clear on that, to be honest. Okay, I'm kind of surprised surprised Knuckles' thing didn't land on me a minute ago, since I'm taking up a whole lot of real estate. Basically taking up half the thing. Okay, I thought Tails was just gonna go right past that month third, but that did not happen. It's not the same one as what was on the board, though. I think it would have been pretty cool. Oh look, he stole my S. Again. It happens every episode. Jeez Louise. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, the AI will just shamelessly steal cards from you, and they can see what's underneath the card even though you can't. And what fresh hell is this? Gonna dump another surprise on us. That seagull sound effect is also present in SpongeBob, the famous Nickelodeon cartoon. Just think, when Sonic Shuffle first came out in the year 2000, SpongeBob was a new thing. It wasn't this enormous media franchise yet that could be found on just about every purchasable item, whether it be napkins or backpacks or lunchboxes or pillows or what have you. It only existed as a TV show. Well, there was probably some merchandise, but it wasn't as egregious. And from what I've heard, it's gotten even worse now that the creator of Nickelodeon the creator of SpongeBob is no longer with us. Now Nickelodeon's just going all out and just merchandising SpongeBob on literally everything. What are they gonna have next? Looking around the room for something humorous that would, if it had SpongeBob on it. What are they gonna have next? SpongeBob-themed Shel Silverstein poetry books? What would that even be? That would just be terrible. Okay, so Sonic technically won, but we all get at least a few rings as long as you didn't just totally screw up like some kind of idiot. Okay, so where we at? So Tails triggered 2 events in his turn. He's really drawing it out. And here comes something else. Okay, he was gonna hide the spaces, he says. Okay. Oh dear. Well, he didn't hide all the spaces. The springs were still quite clear. Look at this shit. How the hell is anybody supposed to... Just when you think you got it figured out, they'll throw something at you. There's no predicting what Sonic Shuffle is gonna do. Gosh, at this point I wouldn't be surprised if the Dreamcast lid popped open and the disc flew off the spindle and tried to decapitate you. And I mean, I'm using a Terra Onion mode, so that wouldn't be possible, but given all the other surprises, it wouldn't be too out of the realm for Sonic Shuffle to do that. Sounds almost like that AVGN thing where he reviewed Sonic 06 and he was complaining about how far back you have to go, and he said, "This is the equivalent of if the game flew out of your system, wrapped itself back up in plastic, and mailed itself back to the store and put itself back on the shelf." What does AVGN always say? It's Ace. Is he still making stuff? I haven't followed AVGN in many years. Look at that. A lucky jackpot for old Sonic the Hedgehog. He's walking away a rich man. I don't know what Chris Chan sees in all this Sonic stuff. Hey look, it's the whale from Sonic Adventure. You saw him there. Sort of like a Shamu type whale. Okay, so as you can predict in Sonic Shuffle fashion, something's gonna go wrong from preventing me from having this one thing that would have made me just equal to the other characters. Okay, we got a 4 and they get a 3. What could possibly go wrong? And there you have it. That was our one chance, and we blew it. We will not get the opportunity to pick up the precious stone again for the rest of this Let's Play. That was it. And even if we had succeeded, it wouldn't have been enough to actually win the game. Pitiful. Okay, what do we got here? I'm gonna do Sonic Live. Speaking of Sonic Live, you ever read that article about how they used to have like a Sega-themed amusement park in Australia somewhere, and it's kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese in a sense, and they had like Sonic animatronics and other Sonic-themed attractions, and the project went bankrupt after a couple of years, and yeah, that was just an interesting idea. Chuck E. Cheese, but Sega-themed, and only in Australia for some reason. I wouldn't think they had a larger population of Sonic fans versus anybody else, but if Sega's known for one thing, it's for making decisions that don't make a whole lot of sense. So this one's pretty self-explanatory. Just push the button when the spotlight's on you. Even a simple-minded dope like me can figure that one out. But anyway, yeah, the article with the Sega World Australia, it mentioned that after the project went bankrupt, they sold the land back to the company that they had leased it from, and they had gotten a 10-year lease, and they were already selling it back after like 3 years, and just a failed venture all around. And Sega knows what that's all about. Just look at the SG-1000, or the Master System, or the Game Gear, or the Sega CD, or the 32X, or the Saturn, or the Dreamcast, or Sonic 06, or Sonic Boom, or the Sonic Movie, or Sonic R, or Shenmue. If Sega knows how to do one thing, it's lose lots of money in spectacular fashions. Oh, Sega. You know, that's the thing about that completely unusable Game Gear Mini they announced like six months ago. That was perfectly on brand for Sega, just to make something that's just completely stupid and useless and makes you question what they're thinking. It's part of a long-standing tradition. I'm sure there will be many products like it to come in the future. So one more episode of Sonic Shuffle will come soon.